Today, Nick shows us how to cook up a tasty wild edible meal from milkweed, daylilies, cattails, and yucca. It's simple, it's free, and it's good for you.
Okay, this is common milkweed, a great spring edible. You can really collect a lot of these in a short period of time. You can eat common milkweed 3 times a year. The young shoots when they first come up. You can eat the flowers. Some of these are just starting to get into flower, and you can eat the unopened flower buds right here. And you can really collect a bunch of these in a short period of time. They have an excellent flavor. Are they poisonous? It's a common myth that's out there. You can see the sap that's exuded by these, and this is a toxin, but it's water soluble. So by preparing these, you're going to take the toxin out. The last thing that you can eat on these every year are the pods, the immature pods. So if you get a good patch of these things, you don't want to harvest them all, or if you know where there are many patches, milkweed is really common. It grows in profusion, big stands of milkweed. So you could collect all of these flowers here and not expect to get pods. You'd have to go to another patch to get pods later in the season. The pods are good. This is my favorite part of the plant right here, the unopened flowers. So you can collect a bunch of milkweed in a hurry. I've only been collecting for maybe a minute and a half, and I've got enough for me to eat, but I'll probably fill this basket and have a couple people eat dinner with it. Okay, these are daylilies. It's another plant that you can pick a lot of during the season. They grow along moist areas. You can see we're right by the water. You can get a bunch of these pods, or the flower buds, just before they're ready to open, and you can also eat them when they're open. You can also eat the tubes. They're like little potatoes, about this big. I prefer this part of it. These are daylilies. You have to be careful and not confuse some of these cultivated lilies. Some of them are poisonous. Daylilies, wild lilies, you can't go wrong with. So what you want to do is pick these pods, or the flower buds, just before they open. And you can see how many there are right here. This is another one that we can pick a bunch in a short period of time. Okay, we're going to do a wild edible meal here today. We collected some milkweed, collected a bunch of daylily, both blossoms, unopened, and the flowers themselves, and the tubers, like little potatoes. So we're going to cook some of them, we're going to boil some up, and we're going to cook some on the grill. Okay, so we've got some milkweed flowers that we picked this morning. These are the unopened blossoms. We boiled them for 20 minutes. There's a water-soluble toxin that's in there, and boiling renders that safe. So now we're going to make a stir fry. We're going to take the milkweed flowers, put it in a hot skillet. And we're going to add some other things to this. We picked some daylilies. We got the unopened flower blossoms and some flower blossoms. We also have some cattail shoots that we're going to add to this. So we're going to take the daylilies. You can eat the blossoms, the open blossoms. Take the unopened flower blossoms, cut them up, and we're going to saute all of this. Daylilies aren't indigenous to this country. They were brought over in about the 1600s. They've been eaten all around the world for years and years. You don't want to eat any cultivars. You only want to eat daylilies. So we probably have enough daylilies in here. We'll save the rest. With the daylilies, you can eat the roots also. So we've got the roots in here. We're boiling some up. We also have some that we're putting on the grill. Tastes just like potatoes. So these are boiling right now. To this, we're also going to add some cattails. We've got some cattail shoots that we picked today. Just a few. Cattails are a bounty that you can get tons of. We're going to take the shoots. You only want the tender part all the way in the center. And you can see how tender that is, and they're quite tasty raw. The corms, the lateral corms, are quite good also. So you want to cut those up and put them in there. Also quite good raw. You want to make sure that you peel enough of this off so it's nice and tender. So this stalk itself was probably about 1 inch in diameter, and you can see how much you want to get out of it. So we're going to put a little olive oil in here. Drizzle a little olive oil. Put a little balsamic vinegar in there. And secret homemade recipe. Stir it all together. So you can make a great stir fry out of this. Often I'll add some grilled venison to it. These are Yucca Blossoms. You can take them just like this. Eat them just like they are. Wonderful flavor. They're great in salads. We're going to take a couple of these yuccas, sprinkle them in. Going to add a little pepper. This is not a wild edible meal that you have to choke down. This is a wild edible meal that you're going to relish. You're going to actually look forward to spring so that you can go out there and collect milkweed blossoms and cook them up. That's how good it actually tastes. Okay, I think we're ready to eat, guys. So basically we've got 3 things in here, 4 things. We've got cattail, daylilies, we've got milkweed,
Right.
and we've got yucca flowers.
Look at this.
So we're talking a wild edible meal that is delicious. Absolutely delicious. This isn't something that's just going to get you over the hump. This is going to be something that you're going to come back to camp and relish. I mean, how good does this taste, Tim?
Like a gourmet meal.
That's what I'm talking about.
Gourmet. And it's free, and it's wild edibles.
And it's healthy. You got no chemicals in here. This is the way food is meant to eat.
Delicious.
It really is.